Hey, you know what, man? People have been asking me. People have been asking me on the street as I'm walking my doggy. They say, brother, what do you think of Deadpool? Now, of course, I say swimming pool. No. Tim Pool? No. Liverpool, England? No way, dude. We're talking about Deadpool. I gotta be honest with you, I didn't even see this secret lair. I have no idea when it came out or when it comes out or what the heck's going on with it. Just completely passed me by. But my thoughts on Deadpool in general are that I thoroughly enjoyed the Deadpool movies. 1, 2, Deadpool and Wolverine. Not the one where he gets his mouth sewn shut and he fights Wolverine as like an origin story. I don't know what the heck that movie's all about, man. Honestly, I'm a little unclear on his origin story to begin with. Even though I watch the movies, my brain is like soup, man. You know, I read too many comic books, watched too many movies, I can't keep them all straight. Now let's take a look at this Magic the Gathering card, or as I like to say, this future proxy. This is a secret lair, it's probably going to be super expensive. We all have these sweaty little animals out there buying up all the secret lairs, selling them at exorbitant markups. Opt out of that system, man. Just print yourself a proxy, brother. Alright, I'm getting off my soapbox here, but we're going to look at the card. But first, you got to subscribe to the channel, man. That's how you get all the hot goss. All the hot gossip, as they say. Join my Discord, the Patreon. We got YouTube memberships below. I appreciate all you guys for keeping me independent. Deadpool trading card. So this is 2 black and a red. Legendary creature, mutant mercenary hero. It's a 5/3. As Deadpool enters, you may exchange his text box and another creature's. At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 3 life. Has 3, sacrificing each other player draws a card. Draw me like one of your French cards. That's a quip, brother. How witty. It's kind of Deadpool's whole thing. He just keeps talking all the time. It's kind of Ryan Reynolds' whole thing too, if we're being honest here. Talk real fast, be sexy. You know, I try that, but I don't do either of those things, to be honest with you. I talk slow and smell like cheese. That's my whole thing, dude. This is an interesting card, and in a weird way, it reminds me of another commander, Hidetsugu and Kairi. 2 blue and a black for a legendary creature, Ogre Demon Dragon. It's a 5/4 with flying. When this thing enters, draw 3 cards, put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library in any order, and when it dies, exile the top card of your library. Target opponent loses life equal to its mana value. If it's an instant or sorcery card, you may cast it without paying its mana costs. Hidetsugu and Kairi is just a monster commander. The goal with this thing is to get him out, make clones, get the ETB and dies triggers, and then turn over extra turn spells until everybody gets bored and goes home. Now you see, if you clone this thing, it enters the battlefield. The activated ability still goes on the stack, then it dies to the legend rule when state-based actions are checked. Legend rule goes something like this, 704.5J. If 2 or more legendary permanents with the same name are controlled by the same player, that player chooses one of them, and the rest are put into their owner's graveyard. This is called the legend rule. Okay, so it dies, but those abilities on Hidetsugu and Kairi still go off. It has still entered the battlefield. Now the same thing happens with Deadpool. So it's out there, you have opted not to exchange its text box. It is a May ability, so you're losing 3 life in your upkeep, big deal. But what happens when you clone it? Well listen man, the Deadpool copy enters and the ability goes off, then it dies to the legend rule. As Deadpool enters, you may exchange his text box and another creature's. So you get whatever their commander's ability is and they get that text box. At the beginning of your upkeep, lose 3 life. 3, sacrifice this creature, each other player draws a card. That's pretty fun, man, I gotta be honest. Now we gotta pause here to throw a shout out to my boy the Furbolg flutist. This guy's like Ian Anderson from Jethro Tull out there doing the flute solo on one leg. Say you give some other player's creature Deadpool's text box. Well, gain control of it, give it Myriad. That's pretty funny, man. Do it all over again. Giving Deadpool Myriad is also something you can do with Blade of Selves. Equipped creature has Myriad. It's going to cost you 6 mana though, roughly. And that's kind of the extent of the Myriad playtime you can get with these colors. Too bad Deadpool doesn't have a blue color identity, because cloning is so easy in blue. But you do have some artifacts that can get you some clones. Helm of the Host, broken mess that it is. Helm of the Host, fantastic card. Conjurer's Closet. These are both great artifacts that can net you extra copies of Deadpool. Red has a lot of these effects though as well. Like Delina Wild Mage. I always come back to Delina Wild Mage. Whenever it attacks, choose target creature you control, roll a d20. 1 to 14, create a tapped and attacking token that's a copy of that creature, except it's not legendary and has at the end of combat exile this token. 15 to 20 on the dice, create one of those tokens, you may roll again. It's pretty awesome, man. I've loved Delina since it was printed. Pretty fantastic card. It's all the way up to about $10 though, which is wild. Then you got old Jaxus the Troublemaker. Has red, tap, discard a card. Create a token that's a copy of another target creature you control. It gains haste, and when this token dies, draw a card. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. Activate only as a sorcery. So it's pretty nice, man. When it dies, you get a card back, and it's going to die pretty much immediately if you're copying Deadpool. You also have cards like Electro Duplicate, Molten Duplication, Splinter Twin, Twin Flame. So many of these effects, man. And of course, when it dies to the legend rule, you have creatures dying. Pay that off with Morbid Opportunist, you're going to draw cards. That's pretty great. But if you pay it off with a Graved Pact or Dictate of Erebos or Butcher of Malakir, it's also super nasty, man. You also have this group Slug theme as well. Red and black, or Rakdos as we call it, that color identity, has lots of ways to whittle life down totals really low, make the game snappy. Like this guy, take a look at this card, the Razorkin Needlehead. Pay off that draw that everybody's doing when they sacrifice their Deadpool text boxes. It's a red and a red for a creature human assassin. It's a 2/2. Has first strike during your turn. Whenever an opponent draws a card, this creature deals 1 damage to them. Stormfist Crusader. It's another one of my little darlings out there. Black and a red for a creature human knight. It's a 2/2. Has menace. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player draws a card and loses 1 life. You also have cards like Fate Unraveler, Cataract Parasite. These guys pour on the pain, man. People love setting up draw engines, so you punish that. You can also build into Force Wheels, which is a favorite archetype of mine as well. Or you can just pour on more Group Slug, baby. Direfleet Ravager, 3 black creature orc pyro wizard. It's a 4/4 menace and death touch. When it enters, each player loses 1/3 of their life rounded up. His fists fume with the decay of death. Each strike a plague on the hearts of his enemies. Dude, he's plaguing your damn heart, brother. It's one of my all-time favorite cards. It's like 10 cents. That's the coolest art ever, though. So that's my take on Deadpool, man. I think it's a super interesting clone commander. Leaning into Group Slug is pretty awesome. Just take a look at some Group Slug cards in Rakdos, Lord of Pain, all that fun stuff, man. Group Slug as an archetype is fun for really quick games, right? Once you get off the ground, you get your engine set up, everybody's at super low life total, suddenly the game is over and I can get back to the supermodels and my hot tub, baby. Nikki G, Better Commander, signing off.